Porn Stars and People podcast. I'm your host, Dan Frigolette. I'm here with Ricky Johnson.
How's everybody doing?
Everybody's doing good. How are you, man?
I'm good.
How many AVNs have you been to?
This is my third avians and second while in the industry.
Okay, you came as an outsider.
Well, I came like a week in, so I don't really.
Oh no! Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't
I
have
had
like
no idea who the fuck anybody
right.
were. Not
Right.
even my agent, I pretty much didn't know.
Oh, very cool.
But then last year was my first like real year.
So
Wow,
okay, so this is how are you feel like you're navigating it now as a third year? You got it all figured out?
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of cool. People coming up to me and saying hi and like,
Yeah.
I like your work.
No,
Compared to like my
interesting.
first year in, where no one.
You hadn't released any work yet.
And
Yeah.
now people are like coming up to me and saying hi and
Yeah.
taking pictures with me. It's kind of cool.
That's
It's a good
interesting.
feeling.
Yeah. I don't know how to phrase this other than so I'm a comedian and so I know what comedians have esteem in my industry from being in that industry. As an outsider to porn, you don't know who has esteem in the industry. You know, you watch the thing, you try to figure it out, and you don't find out who has esteem in the industry till you come to something like this and see how people interact. So that was interesting for me at Exotica, was to see people. What was interesting was with you was that you're just like a fun, chill person to be around. It seems like
I miss myself. People like it, so I'm like, cool.
No,
whatever.
and everybody's like, oh, it's Ricky, yeah. So I was excited to get the chance to interview you. So going back where are you from?
I'm from Inglewood, California.
Okay.
You know what's crazy is not many people in the industry are from California.
Right.
Most people are.
They just
from
gravitate
different
there.
country
Yeah.
Or like different states. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Inglewood. So are you still there?
No, I'm in Hollywood now.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not too close to the industry, but not too far away.
Yeah.
Middle.
Interesting. Oh, very cool. Very cool. So culturally, not a big change.
Yeah.
I find that male performer stories are drastically different from female performer stories.
Probably, definitely.
What gravitated you to this thing?
Honestly, I was just not bored, but I was still in college. I was running track at Long Beach State.
What were your events?
The 400 and
No
800.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, middle distance, man, the fucking
shit.
killer.
Oh my god.
What's your PR? What's your?
150.8.
That's the 800.
Yeah.
And then what's the 4?
46.9.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. And
But,
so,
so what was I talking about?
how you got in here?
Oh yeah, I got in here because I don't know, boredom. I don't know. I was always a sexual person. No one's really surprised.
Yeah.
And I started looking it up and researching it.
Yeah.
For those who want to know how to become a porn star, I literally was like, I want to become a porn star.
And you started
I
Googling
researched it, and simple as that, you know.
Yeah, interesting. Well, I do find this, and the more people I meet in the world, the more I realize, and then the more eclectic backgrounds is, if you decide to do something as a person and you put it out to the universe, you can figure it out.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
something
thing.
weird about that.
I think people. I mean, I'm not saying people who are asking how do I become one don't really want to become one. It's just like if you really want to become something, you know,
Put in the work. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of us do the thing, especially like the civilian people. They do the thing where they go, it would be great if I could do that.
Yeah.
And then it just slips out of their brain.
Yeah.
And they don't put an extra minute into it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So let's go. So you go from track to that's a straight transition. So you
track to
started
porn.
doing this while you were still in college?
Yeah. Well, right when season was over is when I.
Okay,
started making the
interesting.
transition.
Did you? Well, so in your head, were you Olympic track prior to that? What was the?
My training partner who I used to roast. Well, not roast. We were always really close in practice. Like we were very competitive.
Yeah.
I tore my hip flexor.
Oh
and
fuck.
He went on to go to Olympic trials.
Oh no shit.
So for me, I was like, well, man, that could have been me as well.
Yeah.
Right next to each other.
And now he thinks he'd rather be you.
No, I think
No, I'm just
he's
fucking
having
with
it. Like him. His name is Chris Lowe. He's a really cool guy. Him and his fiance I'm friends with.
Nice.
I wish him the best. He's a fast guy.
Yeah.
Fast guy.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's fuck. But yeah, that is a hop. So that's straight out of college to this.
Yeah.
3 years in at AVN.
Yeah.
What else? How do you keep? So do you run it all anymore?
Nah, I'm not kinda. I'm a little lazy now.
Yeah.
Doing it for so long.
Have
6
you-
a.m. practices, workouts twice a day.
Yeah. So have you fixed the hip though?
I haven't really had to use it.
Yeah.
I don't run anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it's better.
Yeah.
Like I can still run fast, but like I don't know if it'll hurt
Yeah. Well, I'm literally. It's almost like a day to my having knee surgeries. I was a runner my whole life, and then sort of lost running for like 18 months. 18 months to really like line up the right surge and do the thing. And so I like my personal fitness like slipped, and then not having running in my life became like a real problematic thing because that's all I knew.
Yeah.
Like 20 years of running. That's all I sort of knew on how to like clear my mind, how to do something physical, and hiking and running. And so it was just an interesting transition to try to figure out how to, I don't know, have balance in life without having the thing.
Yeah.
With the thing that you're so used to doing. So you haven't had that concern.
Yeah. Not yet.
So that's cool. How old are you?
25.
25.
Yeah.
Cool.
Turned 26 on Monday.
On Monday, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. What big plans?
I don't know. I might stay out here or I might go back home.
Yeah.
It depends on. So far it's fun, but after 5 days I might be a little tired.
Vegas is an exhausting place.
Yeah, and there's no windows. And
yeah, the convention.
Airless smoke and everything.
Yeah, no clocks.
Yeah.
The convention concept. They especially for this, it's like they've designed a lot of it to be sort of maze-esque. So they just want you to get stuck in front of a blackjack table and not really know where you're at.
Yeah. I only been here 20 minutes. You've really been there 2 hours.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. My father had this thing. I could never understand it. We have a Native American casino near us, and the guy would go to the casino at 4 p.m. and not come home until 6 a.m. And I was like, I don't understand how you even fucking end up in that situation.
Jesus, yeah. They
and
make
it's
sure
like, no, there's no
way.
clocks. You lose track of time. I'm like, I don't lose track of that much fucking time.
I know. At some point, after 8 hours, I'm like, man, I think it's been longer.
It's too long. Yeah, it's been longer than 15 minutes.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So what, I don't know, I like to ask people this in all facets of life. What are the things in your life that you do consistently to kind of maintain sanity?
I play this video game called Smash Bros.
Okay.
On Wii U with my roommate. We play all the time. He's my best friend. He's headed out here tonight. I told him to bring it. He fucking left it because there's some performers. There's some performers that play Smash Bros. We're gonna put it on Twitch and just play.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Fucking didn't bring it. I was so
mad. I think they know the addictive quality of it.
Because I wouldn't be signing. I wouldn't be doing interviews. I'd just be in my room playing video games.
Right.
But that one game is really fun, and I tend to work out. I tend to go on runs when I'm like stressed.
Yeah.
Or like when I have a good amount of free time. When I have like 2-3 days, I'll just go on a run or go to the beach. Because I love running.
Yeah, the freedom of the run. Once you put that into your life,
you get locked into a pace. And
yeah.
As long as you can go.
Yeah, and then you get to places mentally because there's nobody fucking with you.
That's why I like to think when
that you can't get anywhere else.
Understand it. They're like, "You're gonna go run?" I'm like, "Yeah."
It's so boring, right? The people that want to run inside.
They're like, "Why are you gonna know?"
The treadmill people. I can't understand the treadmill thing.
It's so different feeling the wind, pavement, and actually moving, as opposed to just standing in place.
Right. It's the time that passes and the places that you can get to in your brain is a whole other thing.
Exactly.
Fuck, makes me want to go for a run.
Right.
It's cold while we're out here though. It's actually a little chillier than I anticipated.
But cold runs turn into really good runs because like you get into a nice little heat.
Oh, and once you get the heat, you don't ever want to stop. Yeah, the shit is like Forrest Gump.
And you're warm. It's
cool.
Yeah.
There's something pretty about that. Yeah, I think running solves everything.
Yeah. Not enough people do it.
Yeah, that is true. So that's cool. So that's that alone, having something like that, like running, I think is the difference sometimes between sanity and insanity for people.
I agree.
It really is like that's the equalizer. So where do you start? Are you staying in the hotel? Or are you doing the crazy?
I'm staying in the second floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're right in the crazy.
Yeah, right in the crazy.
I didn't get the word that I was supposed to be here till late. So I'm considering myself lucky, because I'm just at an Airbnb. It's like a little walk away, but like I can get the fuck off the strip.
Yeah.
And not fucking just be stuck in this thing the whole time. Because this can get carried away, and it's.
It's not as packed as that it usually is, but it's still not the biggest day is tomorrow.
Yeah. What's today? Today's still Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow's gonna be
Friday
bonkers.
I guess everybody's off work or
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Work the next day.
Right. So they go in, and then from what I understand, Saturday is it's everybody's been doing this since Wednesday. That Saturday is just
bullshit.
Nobody wants to talk to anybody anymore.
Get away.
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
That's funny. Yeah, so this is I don't know. It's a much different cultural experience than I think Exotica was. Exotica, I thought Exotica was crazy until I got here.
Yeah.
The level of chaos that's sort of around everywhere. And this is what I found. It's not because it's not a big room like it was at Exotica. It's just like
it's different it's different like parts.
And there's just too many walls.
Yeah, man, you get lost.
And I'm watching people bump into walls too. They think they're going to the thing. And then I'm looking at booths. I'm like, is this the booth? What booth is this? Is this the thing? Everything. It's nuts. So who are you signing for?
It's a company called Fist Pump Films. Really good new company is coming out in the next couple months.
Nice. By the time this thing, we're way ahead. So by the time this thing comes out,
go to fistpumpfilms.com and go subscribe. Well, by the time this comes out, there'll be a website.
Yeah, nice.
And signing for AVN, and that's it.
Very cool. Very cool. So year 3, I don't know. How do you set a goal in an industry such as this for moving forward?
I just like at the end of the day, you want to be like Male Performer of the Year or considered the best.
Are you nominated for anything? I didn't get a chance
to. For Male Performer
of
the Year.
Okay, so this could be the year.
And 9 other nominations. I don't think I have a solid chance to win this year. I mean, I think
you're nominated. That's a solid chance.
Yeah, I guess that's
a solid chance.
That's something.
Yeah,
but, sometimes you feel like, oh, you're nominated, but maybe the other people will get it.
Yeah.
Because I'm the youngest on there. I think there's only one other guy under 30 in the list.
Interesting.
So I'm just like, I don't know.
There is something about this industry that similar to comedy, where if you hang in there for a period of time, you just sort of get this other level. You get this veteran status, and it feels like it's an accomplishment. Just because you've navigated through 10 years. So there's that. Welcome to Vegas. That's it. So that's a thing that happens.
Yeah, man.
But no. So I wish you luck. That's 9 nominations is fantastic, and I'm sorry I wasn't didn't do my homework on that end of it. So that's fantastic. So then, so that's a short-term goal. So but you're saying you're 3 years in. So even if of 9 you don't get anything, which I think doesn't seem realistic.
It wouldn't matter to me.
Then
I'm just happy to be nominated.
Yeah. So then what do you look for as the next step in
after
this
that? Go behind the scenes, start directing, start making my own stuff.
Yeah.
And then get to the top of that, and then go from there and start owning my own things. Just until I can't go higher.
Yeah, well, that's what I find to be something beautiful.
Wait, are you in the? Oh man,
that's the thing I find to be beautiful about this industry is that you do get to own your own content, and distribute your own content, and then actually like cultivate your own fan base.
Yeah,
especially in today's day and age.
No, I agree.
That's a beautiful life to lead.
It's fun. I like it. I can't complain.
So what is it? Monique Alexander just shouted you out and then flashed you.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to be part of that part of your life.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. So what else, man? I don't know. So the video game thing is a thing. I mean, you're gonna move forward and try to be in a position in the next few where you direct and whatnot. How do you come into an industry like this, and then what do you view as like an exit point? I mean, do you even think that far ahead?
No, I think if I don't like it anymore, it's just not fun, or it's just like. But I would have known that I think a year in, at this point, if I want to go into the industry, I think there's not going to be a really point where I'm not going to be like super jaded.
Yeah,
I can see it happening with people who've been in for like years and like fucks them up mentally a little bit. But you just gotta don't get too invested in porn. Don't make porn your whole life.
Right.
Porn's great, but don't go 100%.
Just like everything else, yeah. Don't go 100% porn. I don't know why that reminded me. Don't go 100% retard. Don't go full retard.
Don't go full retard. Exactly. If you're acting, you never go full retard.
Don't go full retard. Don't go full porn.
Don't go full porn.
Yeah, you gotta keep.
You'll get the same reaction as somebody going full retard and somebody going full porn. You're like, yo, man, just tone it down a little bit.
You can't go full porn. No, I agree with that completely. That's hilarious. So, so it's all about stability across the board. So Hollywood, the thing. But so you haven't. I mean, do you get around to travel outside of this? I mean, are you doing?
I don't have a passport yet, but I also had offers to go to Australia and do some other stuff.
Interesting.
But the company I work for, he wants to go abroad and shoot as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
I have to really get my passport.
I did find that it is. We really are. The U.S. and L.A. and Vegas are really they are the dominant forces in porn.
Yeah.
I went to South Africa and there's some porn here and there, but I was trying. I thought I would bring. I went there for comedy and I thought I would bring the Porn Stars Appeal podcast to South Africa, interview porn stars. There aren't any. There are no South African porn stars. So it's interesting to see like there's just not the wealth of performers and the wealth of industry elsewhere. Yeah. So to be able to go to Australia and film that's huge.
That is huge.
It's a huge thing.
That's cool.
That's what we all want to do is figure out how to do the thing that we love everywhere.
Exactly.
So you're hitting all the sweet spots.
Exactly.
Hitting all the sweet spots.
I feel like not enough people in the industry understand there's more than just performing.
Yeah.
You know, we're in $1 billion industry. Like, just investigate the industry. Like, learn as much as you can. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So. Have you gotten into? So I don't know. There's all sorts of. It doesn't seem like the cam end of the business is as male dominated as it is female.
For me, I think the cam industry is just like a totally different industry. They're both porn, but it's just just so separate.
Yeah, you know? But I find that there are people that are doing, I don't know, a really good job of just cultivating their own fan base. Yeah. And sending people directly to their own website.
Yeah.
And then being able to do it.
Thing. I don't know if
the OnlyFans.
It's called OnlyFans. It's kind of made marketing a really important part of your career.
Yeah.
Because if you get a really, really good fan base.
Yeah.
From porn, then you can filter that fan base for not wanting to see the companies, but really wanting to see you.
To you, right?
Then you can filter the money and towards yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No, there's.
If you do it right.
There's,
you make a lot of money.
It's the equivalent of like, say, a Louis C.K. when he was releasing his albums. The last 5 albums, he released them only on his own website.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to pay anybody else to distribute them.
Or Tidal.
Yeah. Right, Tidal. Yeah, well, I think it was it's still in progress, but theoretically
that's
it was but it's not exactly working. But the idea is there. Yeah, I'm with that.
The idea of Tidal.
I think the problem is that it's like if it was just Jay-Z and just the Jay-Z website, that would work. But the problem is it's like now the exclusivity of who's on Tidal and who's not. And the fact that you can't get everything on Tidal becomes the problem.
Yeah, I have Apple Music, and I wait an extra day.
Right,
I get that.
Yeah, I was doing that with Amazon. I think I'm going to make the switch. It seems like Apple's on the no, and Amazon is blocking certain content. But cultivating and owning your own content is crucial. This is the thing I didn't know before I started the podcast. Is how. So if I don't pay for the content, then chances are that whoever is involved in the content isn't getting paid at all. Yeah. And I didn't know that. So I like to impart to people that listen to pay for their porn. You got to pay for your porn.
Yeah.
I think we get stuck in this thing where we think that because it's out there and it's being distributed that somehow someone's getting paid for it, and there's a lot more pirated things than I thought.
That's the new way of the world.
Pirating?
Yeah. Yeah. But Netflix is slowed down a little bit. Netflix found a way to do it the right way.
Yeah.
There should be a porn version of Netflix.
It is interesting. They took over a comedy this year. They decided to take over comedy. They bought 4 Dave Chappelle specials. They bought
Cat Williams came out with
Cat Williams. They bought a Chris Rock. They bought everybody. They bought a Chris Rock. Chris Rock's coming out in the next 6 weeks. He's already filmed. And they bought everybody. But yeah, I think Netflix should be the next. We should be pitching Netflix the next level of porn content, because they could take over that industry too. There's no bounds to that.
No, I agree. Mo, text me.
So I think you're right on the thing. And it's not that they don't. I mean, because who had it? Cinemax had it as my
yeah, they had like softcore.
They had the softcore stuff.
I remember watching my first thing. Playmate of the Apes. And when I was younger,
it was called Playmate of the Apes.
It was called Playmate of the Apes.
Funny.
And it was around when the original 2001. It was around 2001, I think.
So it was a parody of the Franco one?
No, not the Franco one. The one I forgot what Planet of the Apes it was. Before Wahlberg, I think.
Okay.
It was a while. I was young. I was really young. Yeah. And so it was like a porno, but it only showed boobs and it was softcore. You didn't see anything.
That's
but
funny.
For me, it was the best thing I ever saw in my life.
Yeah, and for me, I had HBO and Real Sex. And Real Sex.
Yeah, Real Sex.
I had like some frontal shit. Like it had some full frontal shit, and it had some like and it had some like exploration of sexuality. And as a kid, I mean, that was huge.
Yeah.
For my development.
Yeah, and it was like it was just the amateur vibe to it. And
yeah,
like, oh
and
my
being
God.
being able to access that thing. Yeah, there's something good about that.
I'll text you. Did Jack tell you? No, a different one. It's in Casino Tower from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Shout out Fallon West.
Shout out Fallon West. Okay, I'll text you.
So
and everybody else, you guys can come too, but it'll be done by the time this interview.
Yeah, this will be way past. Yeah, man, but I don't know. What did I want to say? This is an interesting thing to be a part of. We don't have this as comedians. We don't have this moment. We don't have this thing. We don't have a conference. Where
you guys don't.
Chill.
You guys don't get together and all.
No, we have shows.
Go in a hotel and
fuck
each other,
and we have the comedy clubs.
That sucks.
No, I have a very avid don't fuck comedians rule.
Is that thing? Do comedians not fuck other comedians?
I think comedians fuck other comedians, and then it gets very.
They laugh and they have a good laugh about it. And they like,
it gets contentious because they don't have necessarily the wherewithal and the understanding of that porn stars do of how to handle sex in that kind of way. That's what I've been saying throughout a lot of these episodes is that. The understanding that you guys have of sex and relationships, I think, is sort of like the evolution of where everybody's going to get to.
Yeah.
And we're not there yet.
Yeah, I mean, because honestly, in porn, you have the most open-minded people.
Yeah.
You know, and if the whole world's open-minded, it'll be just like how the porn industry is.
Yeah.
It's like everything is accepted pretty much, and you can do...
We attach it to this fake stigma that's eventually going to dissolve.
Yeah, like stuff's not okay. But
right.
Like in porn world, everything's okay. And,
it's okay.
And guess what? There's no issues, you know.
Right. And
what somebody else is doing doesn't bother me.
Right. And it's like and you guys have like hit like a level of harmony with your sexuality that is again it's sort of and humans we've decided to sort of limit the thing. But the more I learn about nature, the more I realize what we're doing is fucked up.
Here we have gay, straight, bi, trans, and everything else that people consider themselves. We're all in the same place.
And fetish and weird and knocked out porn.
It's not like
and
you like
porn.
stop like, oh, what is this? It's like we all collectively fit together.
Yeah.
You know? It's not something noticeable change. But in the outside, it'd be like, whoa, you know? If you have some people who are a little ignorant, they'll come into this environment and be like, what is this?
And they categorize and do all these things.
And typecast things and stereotype. But,
yeah. By the way, are some of these people are just riding the elevator? I'm realizing.
Right, I feel like I've seen at least somebody like.
They're not.
Times.
Yeah, they're not getting on
Jill
or
Cassidy,
off ever.
Shout out to Jill Cassidy. Seen her like 5 times.
Just riding the elevator the whole
now
day.
I've seen Mocha Mora twice.
I
love
day.
the leash. Yeah. Are you going to Johnny Fighter?
I'm going to HMLS party. Yeah, I gotta work with kids.
Well, let's intro Mocha Mora. This is the Porn Stars Are People podcast. Thank you for hopping on. She's leashed up.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying AVN?
I'm loving it. It's so busy here.
What'd you say?
It's
Oh, you're so
busy.
busy here.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your accent?
It's busy. España.
Okay.
Barca. Like.
Well,
A
very
que le
cool.
gusta, y le gusta. Like.
Where are you guys headed?
We're headed downstairs.
You interview her. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
We're going to get some food and stuff.
Okay.
And then later on, I'm going to be on the MFC booth later. Because I've been on the ATMLA one.
Is this your first AVN?
Yes. I'm best new starlight. I'm best gripsy.
Oh, vote.
My goodness. Okay. Question. Where can everybody find you at? What social media?
The Mokamora on the Instagram, and then for Twitter it's Mr. S_Gray, and there's just Mokamora for money vans. And also my free cams and Chatterbait.
I think Ricky's a better host of this show than I am, to be honest. This is actually, I'm just going to give him the show. From now on.
Not at all, man. No. It's not my show. He kicks me out. Get the fuck off.
No, please. No, people are saying hi. I could get so many more interviews. I'll just sit here and be like, don't worry about it. He's the
to the Ricky show.
He's the satellite what are they called? You're the correspondent.
Yes.
That'd be so much better episodes.
You should work now.
Yeah, man.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's what they
Right, I like
say.
that. I like
And
that.
all
I like
other
that.
sorts of things that they write on bumper stickers. Yeah.
Right?
We're gonna go get some food soon.
Dan, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Check out the Porn Stars Are People podcast. And check out Mocha. So yeah, so we're back. How are you? Thank you.
Yeah.
Good one. So yeah, the what else? Where are we? Yeah, you really are. You're natural in all of this.
Hey, I just like
beautiful.
Fun, man.
It's beautiful.
You're a cool guy, man.
Like I said. Yeah. So what else is going on? All right. So what are your vices, man? What do you get into that?
I'm a very chill person.
Do you drink too much coffee? Do you fucking do you drink too much? Do you fucking
drugs. I drink a little bit. But
yeah.
Only on like this type of thing.
Yeah. The social environment.
Just live life.
Yeah.
I get high
live life. Well, cool. All right. What else? What do you want to talk about? Fuck. What do you got? What are like life questions you have right now that you're like contemplating that we all should be?
Oh man, you guys want to get real deep?
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
My deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah, man.
No, not gonna happen.
No, nothing. What do you? Okay, how do you? So I mean, it's tough, right? Because I'm in another position in my life. I'm in my 30s, so now I have to start figuring out how to make. Especially since I blew out my knee, it's becoming clear to me that I have to figure out how to be healthy beyond now. Because in your 20s, it's kind of easy to do.
I'm a very unhealthy person, and I eat like shit.
And you're able to pull that off.
Because of genetics, my body looks nice still. But I know at some point my metabolism's everything's gonna catch up to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start looking how I eat.
But right now
I've been trying to like eat better.
Yeah. So what are you removing?
I removed candy completely.
Okay.
Which I'm proud of.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to just
getting rid of sugar is huge.
And now I can go in every grocery store and look at candy and be like, I don't care.
What I found is once you eliminate sugar, you don't even crave sugar anymore.
Yeah, if you get rid of it for long enough.
You're not even interested in it.
Yeah. I can look at a Snicker and be like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's not for me. Yeah, I'd rather have a steak. Oh yeah, I'd rather have a steak than a Snickers all day long. Yeah. I went for intermittent fasting is the new. It sort of solved my non-running problem, and so I eat 8 hours of the day. And I had a guy whose whole family's been in the WWE. His name is Nathan Orton, very funny comedian. Basically, he's like, you know what, you should look into. He knew I was having some trouble with the knee and the whole thing. He said, just look into intermittent fasting, see what you find. And it's kind of brilliant.
You eat 8 hours a day?
Only 8 hours a day, and then 16 hours you just basically drink water.
So you only eat 8 hours a day?
Only eat 8 hours. And I find that in those 8 hours I can eat whatever I want.
Wait, I just want to make sure I'm understanding this. You eat for 8 hours?
You can eat for 8 hours.
So you eat 8 hours?
I'm not eating consistently 8 hours. But within the 8 hours is the only time that I'm
So you only have 8
allowed
hours
to
eat?
Right, correct.
So you have to have, okay.
And you can
another 16 hours.
You have 16 hours where you let your body be your body and do the other shit. Because
is there a limit in the 8 hours?
No, not really.
You can eat whatever the.
Well,
fuck
I don't
you
eat
want
sugar. I don't eat grains.
Yeah.
Because it kind of goes hand in hand with the thing. So basically, I'm eating meat and vegetables.
Does this incorporate like drinking? Let's say you eat for 8 hours straight, and then you start drinking in the next 16 hours. Yeah, you fuck up your diet.
Yeah, you basically fuck it up. I mean,
you can drink in 8 hours.
Theoretically, I sort of view alcohol as a sugar and a poison anyway. So it's like I'm kinda,
me too. Yeah,
I'm at
that. Like that.
So I'm at that level where I'm sort of skipping all of those things, but the fasting part of it is the interesting part. Is letting your body not digest, takes you to a sort of another place of healing and health. I don't know. That's. So far, it's been working for me.
I like it. I mean,
but again, you're in your 20s. You're not gonna worry about any of that shit.
Yeah,
You fucking just live life. Live life. Be nominated and do the thing. I'm trying to think. So the video game aspect is a thing, but yes, and there's nothing that you. What do you get obsessed with? Like, do you get obsessed with a documentary? Do you get obsessed with a television show? Do you have an obsession?
I used to look at TV a lot, but then I just became I like money, so I've been working a lot.
Yeah.
And like putting my different revenue streams.
Okay.
I'm just focused on business and other things nowadays.
So what are you looking to launch in the next 6 months?
Well, I'm a part of the Fist Pump.
Yep.
Like my best friend, he's the owner of the company.
Yeah.
And I help with the social media and marketing. And I hope to do whatever I can. I think it's going to be a really good company.
Yeah.
Because it's a company. You have like Brain Bros and Brazzers.
Sure.
It's like a company.
You want to be the next one.
Yeah. And
nice.
I think it really can.
Fist.
And word of mouth, people love it. So
Hell
far,
yeah. Yeah.
So it's a good company.
Well, you're loved across the industry, so having you involved is it's a whole other step.
Yeah.
You'll be the Jay-Z to Def Jam, except that didn't work out either. There's so many failed Jay-Z attempts. Doesn't matter. He still got the billions. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. Well, all right. So let's plug your stuff. How do we find you on social media and whatnot?
You can find me on Instagram at Year of the Ricky. You can find me on Twitter.
What was it? Sorry.
Year of the Ricky.
Year of the Ricky. What a fucking brilliant.
And you can find me on Snapchat at Ricky Behavior.
Ricky Behavior.
And OnlyFans.com/Year of the Ricky.
Year of the Ricky.
Find everything you want to see ever.
Very cool. I don't know why. I have no idea why anybody likes this guy. He's a drag. No, fun dude to talk to. Everybody seems to love this guy. So there's a reason.
This guy's cool too.
There's a reason.
For like 24 hours.
So definitely check him out. Check out his content. You got to work with some of the most.
My porn. Watch it.
Yeah, and pay for that shit.
Yeah.
He's gotten to work with some of the most brilliant, beautiful, and sexy people in this business. So check out his content. It's good stuff. Rick, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you. Follow him. This is the Porn Stars of People podcast. We're on iTunes. We're on Google Play. Wherever you found us, we're on The Other Thing. We got some YouTube content from today. Every time Ricky walks in the room, hundreds of people show their boobs to him and come and sit down and throw him shout-outs. So follow this guy. He's worth the time. Thank you so much.